those questions, and then the court will make a determination on relevancy and, of course, hear any other objections. You may proceed and focus on the questions that you want to ask her in regards to the motion in limine. All right, so we're going to focus on the questions with the motion in limine.
On the first day that you started working at JC Alterations, there was a man there with you, and he was like getting aggressive. You remember?
Yeah, Eddie. Yes.
Okay. What was that? Was he on drugs?
I don't know. Eddie, he passed away 3 months ago, but he lives in my son's neighborhood right there in the woods of Chavano, but he follows me everywhere. So he followed me to mom's store. So he wasn't with me. Remember how mom was, she told him, she was like, if you're not going to work, you need to go. Remember, he was just sitting there, right, and we were working and he was just sitting there kind of fighting. So.
Okay. Do you use drugs?
No, sir.
Are you high right now?
No, sir. I don't. I just said I don't use drugs.
So you've never used drugs ever?
No, sir.
Do you have, are you on any form of probation or had any dealings with Bexar County as far as been arrested, any criminal background at all?
No, sir.
Have you been coached or led or approached by the state in any way to testify in such and such a way?
I don't really understand.
Has anybody approached you to coach you on the way that you testify?
Oh, like today kind of thing or something? Yeah. No, sir.
Yesterday, the day before, any days prior?
No, sir.
Good. And again, you're testifying that you're not on felony probation right now.
Correct.
Do you know if Elizabeth is a drug user?
To my knowledge, no, she's not. But I mean, we're not. I give her rides, and she's a single parent, so we're not friends. She worked down the store, like remember I called the airport, so that's how I knew her. And so just like you, I'm like, hey, do you want to make some extra money right down the street? You want to come to mom's store and just help move, So that's how, yeah.
At the end of the second day,
yeah,
when you got done working and everybody got back to the shop, do you remember the interaction that took place with everybody in the shop?
All right, so here's the court's question.
Oh, okay.
Do your questions have anything to do with the motion in limine? If it does not, that's questions that needs to be asked in front of the jury. So is there anything else to do with the motion in limine?
Okay. Would the state be willing to stipulate that she is in fact on felony probation right now?
Okay, that's not this witness, Your Honor.
I'm not on probation.
That was the NCIC TCIC does not reflect that.
Yeah, the last chart that.
And she also has no convictions pursuant to this NCIC TCIC.
All right, so this is what I'm going to tell parties. Number one, if this witness is on a deferred adjudication, you will not be allowed to question her about that unless there is some sort of relevancy related to that. What the state is informing the court, and they can show it to you, they're informing me that this witness is not on a felony probation.
Judge, I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
Is this witness on felony probation?
No, Judge, she is not.
All right.
She's not on probation, not on deferred. She's not on any kind of community supervision.
All right. So,
Your Honor, it's Alyssa actually is on probation.
all right. So you can't ask this witness that question. And then with regards to any of allegations of drug use, yes, you may proceed.
Did the defendant ever ask Janice or money for drugs.
Wait, I'm sorry, are you the defendant again? Okay,
I'm speaking to myself. as
not-
a person.
to my knowledge, no, I've heard that both Mom and Alyssa said that, but no, I never heard you ever say that to any of them.
All right. So with regards to asking this witness questions about her criminal history, I'm being informed that she's not on felony probation. She doesn't have criminal history, so you're not allowed to ask that question. With regards to this witness and asking this witness any questions about any illegal substances, she has told you that is not the case, and I'm going to find that asking her those questions are not relevant. Again, it may become relevant, but at this point in time, it is not relevant. All right, is there anything else?
Can we save this line of questioning for Alyssa because she, in fact, is on?
No, let me just tell you what will end up happening. The state will call whatever witness they call. And then if there's something concerning a motion in limine, we will take a recess. You will be able to ask your questions, and then I will make a ruling on whether or not it's relevant. Mr. Ross, remember, I don't know any facts of this case. I'm hearing this case for the first time as the jury is hearing it. That's why with regards to motion in limines, I always tell both parties to approach before they ask any questions about the motion in limine. All right?
I would like to also make an objection post, your ruling on that motion because I was never given the opportunity to object to that motion.
Well, what I'm going to tell you with regards to oral motions, they made an oral motion. The court made its ruling that if anyone wanted to ask any questions that were in the state's oral motion in limine, the court was not denying persons from asking that question that were in the motion in limine. The court's ruling was that if you want to ask those questions, then we will have a hearing outside the presence of the jury. And again, I'm not your attorney. However, the court's ruling on the state's motion in limine and allowing that to be heard outside the presence of the jury is appropriate. All right. So are we ready to bring them in?
Ready, Jackson?
Yes.
Okay.
And how many more witnesses does the state have?
I think we have
One more here today.
one more here today, and then we'll have the lead detective tomorrow.
I'll say, so you have a total of 2 remaining. All right, so what we'll do. Call back, they're available.
Of course,
And,
Judge.
and we'll be starting tomorrow at 1:30.
I guess I'll make a point on this because I served the subpoena. Tawanya is served. I have her on text message. She's telling me she can be here all the way up to Friday. I told her, even if it runs into Friday, you still got to be here because you got a subpoena, let your employer know that. So she's been informed, she has it, she's been served, and that's been filed.
All right. All right, let's bring the jurors in.
All right,
Can I stay here?
No, yes, just stay here and stand.
Okay.
Vashon. Oh, everyone, please be seated.
Smith,
Sorry about that. All right, you may proceed with your questions.
Smith, when you walked in here initially, you were in tears. Is there a reason for that?
I was just nervous. I mean, you know what happened that day. I got scared. I haven't seen you since then, so I don't know what's going on or what. Well, I did see you that one day when I was here with mom and I can't the other couple that lives with them that was working with us. And I heard you yell at your attorney over there somewhere, and I saw them take you in that room over there. So I was just nervous. I'm not. I think you're a nice guy. I just you scared me, and I just don't want you to hurt anybody. That's all.
Understand it. I have no intention on hurting you, ever. It's never been my intention.
Judge, I'm gonna object to that. That's testifying.
Sustained.
Thank you, Judge.
I get into this. Might be a little bit uncomfortable. Really, okay. This lady, I supposedly had this gun to your head. Are you absolutely positive that it couldn't have been anything besides a gun?
I saw it come out of your shorts. I know it was a good.
What color did you say it was?
I think it was silver. I think I'm pretty sure it was. It happened. Yes. I mean, James, you know.
I know exactly.
I don't want to fight with you. I'm so scared. This is so uncomfortable.
What's that with you?
And I'm glad you didn't kill me. Thank you.
Okay, like, no, like, it's okay. This is serious business here, and so we can't cloud it with emotional things. We have to give people the truth. Okay? My life is on the line as well.
Judge, I'm gonna object to that. That's going into,
Sustained.
thank you, Judge.
We gotta get back to this case. So this day that this gun, can you describe it again?
I know. I told you long ago. I don't. I mean, it came out of your shorts so fast, and you picked me up back here with my sports bra, my tank top, and you held it to my head right here, and then you threw me against the wall. So it was not. I mean, it was like all of milliseconds. You pulling. I was facing you when I was trying to get in the way of mom because I didn't want you to come
Okay,
bother her.
let's rewind to this here.
Yes.
Let's rewind. How many times did the defendant show up? When I say defendant, I'm speaking
Okay.
to me. How many times did the defendant show up to JC's alteration that day?
I think it was two. One time was with that girl in the red t-shirt that I think Pickles or Pebbles or something like that was her name.
Okay.
Before you came in, and
So you
she was
think
trying to
about-
ask. Yes, sir. I think so. It's been a minute, and
Okay,
Okay.
that's cool. That's the answer to the question. The first time when the defendant came in, was Pebbles with him? Was she with him?
no, she was by herself,
Okay.
and she was asking for money for you, and then
Wait,
mom.
wait.
Okay, okay, go ahead.
It's okay.
It's okay.
We're in the same place now.
Okay.
So when the defendant came into the JC's operations first time, did you understand, or were you under the impression, or did you know whether or not Janice invited him there, or was it a random him just showing up?
Honestly, I do not know the answer to that, so I'm not going to try and answer. I do not know the answer to that.
So when Janice came in that first time, was he aggressive?
Verbally, yes, and scared all of us, but me, Elisa, her nephew, or her adopted nephew, mom, and then
Okay.
okay.
I would like to be made record to show that, you know, Elisa wasn't there. She said.
Judge, that's testimony that hasn't been elicited by any witness. Counsel will testify.
All right. Is there a legal objection?
It's evidence that's not in record, and defense counsel is testifying.
All right, with regards to testifying, that will be sustained.
And Judge, we'd ask that the jury be instructed to disregard defense counsel's previous question.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're to disregard the previous question. Defense, you may proceed.
Okay, so, when the defendant, when James first came to the shop the first time, Alyssa was there?
Yes, because I think it was like less than an hour after that she had to go to work, which is down the street to Specs, where she worked on Isabella.
So,
And I think mom might have video in that store. I think I'm not 100% sure, but I want to say she does. I mean, that's, that she's not there anymore, but I don't know if
do you remember specifically what the defendant said when he walked to the store the first time?
you were just, your voice was very loud and aggressive and demanding money. And mom was just sitting there in the middle of the room on a chair telling you,
Now,
James,
are you easily scared by loud noises?
no,
No.
no,
So a loud voice doesn't affect you any?
no. My dog is a 85-pound bull terrier, so no.
Okay, so when you say that my voice is loud and it carries.
No, that I didn't say it carries. That's not what I said.
What did you say?
I just said that you were very aggressive and loud, which is exactly what you were. I don't want to fight. I'm just telling you what happened.
Okay, like, you are allowed to say everything that you want to say. The purpose of this is for truth to come to be ascertained. I'm fine with it. I'm not upset with you. I forgive you. I'm not upset with you.
Judge,
With
we're
the-
getting into whether the defense counsel forgives the witness or not is
Excuse me.
completely irrelevant.
I'll retract that.
All right, that objection will be sustained.
Thank you.
So when the defendant left out of the store the first time, that's when his girlfriend came in?
The Pebbles person?
Yes.
No, the Pebbles person or Pickle. I'm sorry. I don't remember what she goes by in the red t-shirt. She came in first and then you came in after her.
So you remember the second time that you came in?
Or you know what? I'm sorry. I think, no, you came in and then I guess y'all left and came back and then Pebbles in the red shirt came in and that's when mom was like, I just told him, I'm sorry, it's been a minute, okay? And my mother-in-law just passed away. I've got a lot going on right now. But yeah, so then I don't know the timeline.
Let me stop you. and ask
Okay,
you
go
that
ahead,
question.
go
Do
ahead.
you think-
Yes.
I'm sorry to hear about your mother-in-law. Do you feel like that has any bearing on the memories of what happened all them days ago to that it may affect your testimony now? Like,
No,
are you in a bad place?
No, I'm not in the,
Breathing?
no, I'm just saying I mean, that day, yeah, that day when honestly, James, what I remember is that I was scared that you were going to kill me and I was scared that I was never going to see my son or my dog again. That's the most thing that I remember. Besides that, this stuff is kind of like, what? Okay, so that's, you scared the
That's-
shit out of me, dude. Sorry.
Is it completely? Do you remember the defendant's wallet?
The what?
The defendant had a wallet. Do you remember it?
I never saw your wallet.
Do you remember the defendant's phone?
I never saw your phone. We worked.
Right. I'm talking about on the day in question.
Well, which day? We were talking about 2 different days.
No, the day in question is the day that this alleged robbery took place.
Well, I mean, as soon as you walked in and I tried to stop you from hurting mom and you put the gun in my head and threw me against the wall, that was all of seconds. So I don't, no, I don't.
Okay, so
I-
what behavior did you notice that made you want to step in between us?
Because when you walked in, you were yelling at mom sitting in the middle of the room in the chair where she always sits, and you were saying that you want money, you want your money right now. And I'm not lying. I'm scared of you a little bit. Okay, so I'm not trying to hurt you. I'm just telling you, you know exactly what happened. You do. Okay, I didn't want mom to get hurt, and so I didn't know that you were that strong. And
When the defendant came in there, did he say, I'm only here to collect the money that you told me to come and get?
I don't recall the exact verbatim of it. I'm sorry, I don't.
So all that you remember is the defendant coming in here screaming and yelling?
Well, you walked in and you were very loud and you said, I don't remember if you said Janice but you said, I need my money now. I want my money. And she was calm and she said, James, nobody gets paid until the job is done. I told everybody that from the beginning. And then you said, and you held the gun to her and then
Do you recall?
said, wait, let me finish, please. And then when you did that and you held the,
No. Do you recall Janice instructing Tawanya Monday? Do you,
oh, I know.
her name is Tawanya
I don't know what you're talking about though.
Pebbles.
Oh, okay.
Judge, I think that from the form of the defendant's questions, he's gonna try to elicit hearsay evidence.
No, I'm
She
not.
can only say what she has knowledge of, not what other people were saying.
All right, so this is
Do you
what,
have knowledge of-
excuse me,
Hey.
Oh, I'm sorry.
this is what happened. You can ask your question, state if you have an objection, the court will make a ruling on your objection.
Thank you, Judge.
You recall the conversation that my girlfriend had with Ms. Jones in the shop?
Um, she wasn't nice, but she wasn't yelling like you were. She just came in and requested, she demanded money from mom, from Janice, for your work. And she said, mom was sitting there and very soft like she always is. And she said, look, I don't even know who you are.
Okay, well, let me stop. You can't get in. You can't get in.
Oh, why are you asking a question? You let me finish.
You answered it already.
What?
You answered it.
Okay then, okay.
Okay, so the thing now is, do you recall Janice instructing Miss Monday, my girlfriend Pebbles, to bring me back to the shop?
And Judge, I'm gonna object to that too, so.
Do you
All
recall?
right, that'll be sustained.
Wait, what do I do?
Oh, don't answer.
Okay,
There's going to be another question that is asked.
okay.
Okay. Do you recall Janice giving Pebbles any instructions?
And Judge, I'm objecting to that. That's also hearsay.
All right, that'll be overruled. The answer to that question is either a yes or no.
Okay, I'm sorry, can you repeat it one more time?
Do you recall Janice giving Pebbles any instructions?
Instructions, no. Do you want me to go a little bit further than that?
Please.
She said that she doesn't know she said, I don't know who you are. James worked for me. You do not. So like, I don't have any reason to be talking to you. It's exactly what mom told Pebbles.
Was that the end of their conversation?
I believe so, yes. I think she actually maybe kind of tried to fight with her a little bit, not hard, but just kind of try to still get her to give the money to her for you. And then, sorry. And then she turned around and walked out. So
You remember the ending of the second night of our work when we got done?
we had the sandwiches that night or no?
No, the last night. The last night that I worked for.
When we were at the U-Haul, when the U-Haul over at the storage unit?
Right.
Yes,
Do you remember when we all got back to the shop?
yes.
Do you remember the conversation that took place then?
Well, I mean, you gotta be more a little specific than that, because there was,
Okay, well, let me ask you this. Do you recall having someone with you that night?
no, no.
Okay, so when you got back to the shop, did you come back with me and Alyssa, or did you come back alone?
Yeah, you drove the U-Haul. You know that,
Right,
right? And Alyssa was already at work. You know that too.
no, end of the second night. The end of the second night, I didn't drive the U-Haul back, I just parked.
Judge, defense counsel testifying.
Sustained.
And Judge, we'd ask that the jury disregard the previous question.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're to disregard the previous question that was asked by defense. You may proceed.
You remember the storage unit?
Yes, yeah, because I had a storage. Yes, I remember I had my storage unit there. That's how I showed mom where to go, right there.
Do you remember when we completed the work at the storage unit?
Yes, yeah, you worked very hard. You were sweating and yeah, you were awesome.
Do you recall leaving before me?
Yes, because you yelled at me and then you scared me and I started crying. I'm not trying to be mean, but you know.
I don't take it. I'm not offended.
Sorry, okay.
I'm not upset with you at all. At all.
Yeah, and when I went back down the street, the back way around Jackson to De Zavala into the with the Chavano in mom's shop, I was still crying when I got there, and and she was like, "What's wrong?" And I just told her, I said,
Was there anyone else with you?
"No, I was by myself." You know that?
There wasn't another man with you?
No, you know that because there was it was it was Claire and her husband, and and they said that you told them to sit and get out of their way, and you put two chairs down at the storage unit, and you told them they had to sit right there and get out of the way. And so I'm telling you what they told me.
No,
So maybe
okay.
that's irrelevant,
I'm
it's
saying
whatever.
what you- like, we good. Please continue.
Okay.
On the day of the incident, did the defendant leave with anything? Did he steal something, take anything? Did he remove from Miss Jones any of her property at all?
I can't answer that because when you threw me against the wall, I told you I was so scared. I left my face down, my hands up like this, so I could not see anything going on after that until at least I heard her on the phone calling 911, and then I was shaking and I went to like melt into the wall, and I finally like whispered, I was like, is it okay to get my head up and my hands up? Is he gone? Are the cops here? Like, so I'm sorry, I'm just answering the question.
No, as to that. So I picked you up with one hand and held a gun to your head at the same time.
So when you walked in the door, right? Why are you out? You know the
Just gotta
truth.
get it clear for them.
Okay, that's fair. Can I stand up? Is that okay? Or no?
That's for the defense.
Or
Please, like, if you would show us, I'm okay with it. How I picked you up and had a gun to your head.
so okay. So it's okay to stand up now?
Yes.
Okay. So when you walk through the door, so it's like a rectangle building, and so the door's right here, and we had it open since we were doing boxes in and out of the draw. And mom had most of this area, the main kind of back area was empty when we had, oh, sorry. This, like, so when you walk in right here, this big area is where we had boxes, like, kind of acting them up, whatever.
You can skip forward to the part where I.
Okay, well, you asked a question, I'm getting there. So when you walked in though, so when you walked in and over here in that square area, you got one of those metal chairs and you slammed it down. And then, and you, that's when I got in front of you and I was like, ooh, because I don't remember what you said to mom, but you're making money, whatever. And I didn't want you to hurt her. So I got in front of you. And so if you're like this and I went in front of you, I remember the gun was over here. So I guess with this hand of yours, you lifted me up like this from my orange sports bra and my black tank top. And you had the silver gun right here on my head and said bitch something, I don't know whatever it was, and you threw me against the wall and I landed literally against the wall right there. And then I just, that's when I told you I put my hands out and my face down and I was praying. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, it does, but it doesn't allow for. Can you describe this gun?
It was so fast. I just told you like 3 times exactly what happened.
Okay, so is it?
I don't know why you're asking when you know what you did. Like, I don't understand.
Because I didn't have a gun.
Oh my gosh.
Judge, I'm gonna object to that. That's defense counsel.
It's my head right here. Yes, you did.
And Judge, we'd ask that the jury be instructed to disregard.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you did this to disregard the last question.
I passed away this, but I would like to reserve her, please.
All right, thank you. All right, state any further questions?
Judge, we have no questions for this witness. We ask that she be excused.
All right, the rule has been invoked with